What we're gonna do today is approaching our bellies. I find myself that the more I feel threatened either from outside, the more I feel like uncertainty, insecurity, not knowing, the more I tight my belly. And the good news is that this is also the other way around, so that the more I can let go of my belly, and I can really work with my belly in that sense of letting go of the very inner parts of it, the more I find home. So let's get to work. So what you want is to approach this area with you can do it with both hands at the beginning, and really as if it was this ball, this mass, this kind of squishy, that you can really mold, as if you were molding some clay, and with the image of water, having in mind the image of water, since this is the part of our bodies where we want to feel more, that is completely, that all those organs, all those the intestines, all our digestive system, that is also very important for our immune system, so feels as loose as possible in there. I know this can go against some of the trainings that you might do, but it's good also when you're not training to be able to let go of your belly, or this is my experience anyway. So giving this with your hands like like if you were doing waves, and feeling there all this mass here. This has to feel pleasurable. It's has to have a nice feeling to it. Eventually you might want to go with the tip of your fingers and find maybe some areas that are a bit more held. When we find a point that is a bit held, we just stay there with a gentle pressure, but a pressure. You want to feel. You cannot harm yourself with your own fingers, really. So don't be shy to explore your insides. And what we do there is to stay in the point that we feel it needs some more space, and we breathe in as if we could breathe all the way to that space. And on the breathing out, we can let go of some sound. Of course, in all these, we want the breathing to be as free as possible, so allow the air to go in and out. Also through your mouth, allow sighing, allow sound of relief, of release. All those things do happen, So this can take much longer, but I'm going quick, but this can take much longer. Put your headphones. It's very important in these days that we take some time, even if we have the kids at home, like that you can have your times when you say, okay, this is my time, even if it's just 10 minutes, but that are really with you, to recharge, to find yourself again. You want also, we can go a bit up more towards the area of the third chakra, which is the area of the solar plexus, which is an area that we hold a lot. So we might find a lot of things held, a lot of a much more kind of tough area there. So then that might require a bit more of a gentle touch, but still and the same. You could go around, a bit of waves or round movements, as if you could move between the skin and the muscle, so the flesh, yeah. Or you could lock also some points up there. It might be a bit painful. It might take a few breaths until you start feeling at a certain points that they can start releasing that held energy into releasing into the rest of the body, and you might feel other feelings in your body go with it. It's not strange to also to find memories when we work with the body this way, so be ready for that too. If it comes, some memory, some hidden, or some hidden part of your history. And if you see now, I went already a bit upper, so I'm already on the rib cage at the beginning of the lower part of the rib cage, and here it's very interesting to come at some point, because it's gonna give you a little bit more of vitality. So the way I'm doing it is that I'm going like with a couple of fingers under as much as I can, and the thumb you could maybe press some point between the ribs. I'm not on the bone, I'm between the ribs, so we're working on muscle or muscly tissue. This is gonna make us like start to breathe, to breathe maybe with in a more vigorous way. So follow the need to move, the need to stretch, if that happens when you are here. And another way to very nice way to approach all this area, any of this area, but since we're here, we're gonna do it now here, is the skin. As if you could grab the skin, like, yes, and just the flesh. It's not really only the skin, it's really the flesh, and kind of separating the flesh from the muscles and from the bones on this level of your rib cage, and maybe even giving it a good shake, which is gonna feel. Shaking is something that our bodies usually respond very well, because it brings back a sense of lightness. Yeah, as we move more like that. And again, we can stop and just feel how this feels. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you take your moments to try some of this. There's many other ways that I might share with you some other times, since we're gonna have some days of this can happen too. You see the verbs, and there's some activity going on there once we work on this area, of course. I might share some more of it, and please, if there is anything that you would like me to address, or if something that you don't see well, that you might want to be maybe a close-up of it, just let me know. Happy practice.